Welcome to Tarot Pal. If you just found me on YouTube or through some search, I welcome you to my new and everyday growing, everyday blooming Tarot Pal family. If you're a returning subscriber and you are already a part of the Instagram family of Tarot Pal, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You already know how much I love you, how much I appreciate your time, your faith, and thank you so much, guys, for showing up every day. I genuinely mean it, and I genuinely appreciate your faith in me and, of course, your continued support. Today, we are doing the August monthly pick a card readings. Instead of crystals, I have three beautiful handmade oracle cards made by my friend Pubali Dev. She has started her own project called Creative Cactus, where she will be revealing products. She's already started with them, which are linked with spirituality. She also has some products which we can use every day, like a phone stand. You should definitely check out her account, which is Creative Cactus. You will find the link below. Lovely cards, as you can see, made with her own hands. Pubali, thank you so much, Pubali, for this lovely oracle deck. Of course, I got this custom made, and she will be taking orders soon. Talking today about what are we covering. Of course, it's a pick a card reading. If you're new to pick a cards, you have to select one of these files, and we will look into what is coming for your career, money, finances, your love life, your health and spirituality. We have oracle as well as tarot cards today. Without much ado, let me show you your three options. This is pile 1 with the number 8 written. I'm trying to zoom it in, and hopefully the camera will get it right. So that's your option 1. Option 2. If you need more time, feel free to pause the video and take your time to make the selection. You can book a one-on-one reading with me by sending me an email to tarotpaltarottalks@gmail.com, and the readings typically start for 30 minutes. It's 1500 INR. There is an early bird discount going on. Follow me on Instagram and you won't miss out. See you in your pile. Welcome to those of you who's picked this beautiful, I'm absolutely in love with this card, pile 1. This, of course, has the number 8, so I'll begin with that. Since these are general readings, I should have said this in the intro perhaps, it's possible for you to be drawn to more than one pile. For example, I have picked pile 1 and pile 2 for myself. I never see the cards before we start the recording, so it's fun for me. I also read for myself while I read for you guys. Okay, so if you're drawn to more than one pile, there's highly possible that you had more messages in the other pile, and you can listen to the entire reading as well. August is a very auspicious month year after year. Why? Because it resonates with the number 8. 8 in numerology is the number of infinity, of success, of abundance, the energy of the number 8. Personally, of course, I consider it very, very auspicious. We can, of course, debate that it's also the number of karma, it's also the number of ups and downs, highs and lows, but that's life. The 8 is all about the kundalini, the opening and understanding of your inner side. It rules. The number 8, of course, is associated with Pluto, is associated with Mars, is associated with Scorpio. All of these elements come into play when we pick the number 8. So August and 8, what amazing symphony. There is a different reading which will be coming out shortly, most probably by next week if you're watching this as I post it, about the Lion's Gate, which is the 8-8 number. When the sun is in Leo and the rising is in the constellation of Sirius, it's called the 8-8 portal, the Lion's Gate portal. A very auspicious day, a high vibrational day, a day when you can definitely set your initiate any projects or any of the spiritual practices that you've been hoping to start. A great day for beginnings like that, and a great day to connect to the source. So there will be a separate reading which we'll be doing on the Lion's Gate. Don't miss out on that. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed already, and if you haven't hit the bell icon, please do so. It does make a lot of difference to my algorithm, and it keeps me motivated. What's coming for you in August looking at the tarot? Of course, we have your oracle cards here, which we'll get into in a minute. Let's first cover the messages that I'm getting for tarot. I'm going to trying to break this down and keep the structure. So first we'll talk about career, money and finances. Then we'll talk about your health and spirituality. And then we'll move towards love and relationships, okay? For your career, money, finances, clearly you guys have a lot of opportunities is the word that I'm looking for coming your way. With the strength, the Queen of Cups. I know a lot of you do not know tarot, so I'm just going to read all the 6 cards, okay? So this is strength, Queen of Cups, Page of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 4 of Swords, and the Hierophant, okay? Those are the cards that have come up for you. With the strength as the first card out in the month of Leo, which is the card that is symbolic of Leo itself. Many of you might have strong Leo placements in your chart, Leo rising, Leo midheaven, Leo sun, moon, Mars, Venus. That's what I mean by placement, okay? If you still don't know your birth chart placements, I strongly recommend go to the Instagram account of Tarot Pal, go to the IGTV section. I have given you a how-to tutorial of a free app walkthrough as to how do you know your birth chart placements. Very important. If you know that, you can uncover so much about your own self, okay? Moving on, with strength showing up as the first card out, clearly this month asks you more than ever before to believe in yourself. Okay, if there's a slogan or a motto or a mantra that I can give you from the 6 cards lying in front of me, believe in yourself, believe in your powers, believe in your intuition, and go follow your heart, go follow your creative endeavors, go follow what your heart is calling you to do, because success is definitely coming for you if you're ready to go follow what you are good at, but perhaps you've not really seen the journey yet or taken the journey yet, okay? The reason I say not taken the journey yet, do you see it even says apprentice here, right? Page of Pentacles is a very slow energy. What do I mean? I am asking you to start taking action, continue to fight the fight you're fighting, believe in your abilities, show up confidently, because right now you are in the page mode, the beginner's mode, the fresher, the apprentice, the learner, the student mode, right? Whatever you're working on, you're currently in the student mode, and it's beautiful. Right underneath that is the teacher. You're also attracting mentors, leaders, pioneers of your independent field to come in and give you knowledge, spread, to learn from them. Right now, whoever's picked this particular pile, August is a wonderful month for you. Stay consistent, stay focused, believe in your dreams, believe in your abilities, go learn from the people who have already done what you're trying to do, and go follow your heart. Okay, there are many of you who picked this pile who are thinking of starting a new startup project, or you're thinking of changing your career altogether, or you're thinking of doing something which kind of puts you in a place where you already had enough, but now you're starting as a beginner in some other field. Okay, I hope I'm able to make that message clear. If you're students, a wonderful message for you here. The opportunities that you've been hoping for are coming your way. Make sure you're listening and you're adhering to the policies, the structure and the infrastructure around which you work. Every industry, every workspace has a certain said and unsaid code of conduct, right? This is not a month wherein you're trying to break out and do something unique. This is rather a month to learn from people who have done this day in and day out, understand what is the tricks of the trade, how are people already doing what you've been doing so far, and take that knowledge and apply it to your life. I hope I was able to make that simple. Also, make out time, okay? There's an important message here that you're going to learn a lot of things. If you're not taking enough time to rest, process, and understand what you're doing and why you're doing, and you're taking enough time for reflection, you're perhaps not keeping the memory clear. Many of you who are students who might watch this, make sure you're giving enough time for your brain to sleep and retain the knowledge that you're acquiring. Rest and work will go hand in hand for this pile for this month of August, okay? Any kind of an organization that you work for, any kind of a professional, collaboration that you get into will work wonders for you. This is also a month to tap into your emotional strengths. What do I mean by that? Some of us have a communication skill wherein we come across as confident and strong and bold and funny and quirky. Somebody else comes across as soft, polite, nice, gentle. Somebody else comes across as calming, instructing. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Each person has a unique trait that comes across very evidently, which is an emotional trait about them, which helps us feel connected to this person, right? In your workplace, in your professional life, I want you to sit down and think after you've seen this reading, what is your personal communication style? What is the strength? What is the vibe that you give people out? And how can you use your emotional strength to navigate through your career and your finances, okay? Definitely not a month to make any risky investments. Whoever's picked this file, do not put your money where you're not 100% sure of the returns. This is a month of tried and tested. Very strong earth energy here, very strong Leo, very strong water. So there is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, there is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and of course there is Leo with the energies. With the swords, of course, there's a little bit of air, but I honestly don't see you guys spending too much time in your mind overthinking. If you are, then obviously take this as a note of caution. August is not a month for you to just go into analysis paralysis. Take the action, believe in yourself, follow your instinctive drive. Look at this girl, she's ready and she's off she goes on an unknown journey. She had 7 cups. She wasn't satisfied because her heart knows there's something better across that hill. Okay, that is your message. This month, do not sell yourself short. Okay, value yourself, learn from those who have done this before, and don't sell yourself short. Go follow your heart. Okay, whatever your heart is asking you to do for your career, for your money, for your finances, go do it. Do not just make risky investments. Money might be a tricky topic for people who have picked this. I'm not saying that money is not coming in. It will, but it's slow. With the Page of Pentacles there, I don't see an inflow of mad money coming up. I, of course, want to now look at your oracles and let's see what shows up there. Wow, work through your fears, like I said, right? Do not hold yourself back, guys. You have the strength to do, wow, strength, and we have solar plexus. Okay, color yellow with solar plexus is the first thing I always think about. I don't know why I can see, this has an orange yellow tint as well, if you see, right? So sacral and solar chakra, power, believing in your inner power. We have Scorpio here, new moon in Scorpio, again a very power centric energy, right? How do you understand power, right? Do you believe in yourself? I hope you guys can see all the cards. Should I zoom it out a little bit more? I think this is better, right? Okay, perfect. Yep. So let's look at, what else do I see? Yeah, here. Okay, great. I think you can see. I'll of course walk you through all the cards. Let me just set this up so that I'm not fiddling throughout. Okay, cool. I think this is clear. If you're not already doing chakra meditation, I've said this a billion times already on this channel, and I'll have to perhaps say that every time I do a tarot reading, because of course these messages come back again and again, and the message here is clearly own your power, guys. You've picked the number 8. Do you see the 8 in repeat? This is 8, solar plexus, Scorpio. Scorpio is the 8th zodiac. You've picked the number 8. It talks about fears, right? And that's exactly what we spoke about so far. Do not let fear hold you back. Do not let judgment hold you back. For your health, I'm going to move on towards health and spirituality now. Just one thing for your careers. Work with crystals if you're already not. Set up a crystal grid. 8-8 again, Lion's Portal Gate. There is a full moon in Aquarius reading that I've done. The full moon energies are active until Tuesday, which would be about the 28th or the 29th of July. Do make most of the rituals that are mentioned in that pick a card reading if you haven't seen it yet. Use the crystals relevant for your particular manifestation. Set up grids, carry crystals. We can get into a different session when it comes to crystal healing, but making crystal grids is obviously here for you, for your career, right? Citrine, yellow crystals would be great for your career manifestations with these 2 cards showing up for you. Moving on to your health and spirituality. Clearly, your body has been talking to you and you're not listening, right? That's the first message that shows up for me here with the Queen of Cups here as well. If you're a woman who's listening to this reading, guys, make sure that you're drinking enough water. In case you're having irregular periods or menstruation cycles, get yourself checked. Don't ignore your physical needs. You have a lot of work coming up. Your physical health is very important for you, right? We can't be functioning at the best of our capabilities if we are not taking care of our mind, body, spirit. I'm taking that advice for myself as well, because I picked this pile as well. So I picked 1 and 2, and I know that message is clearly for me. Sleep, drink enough water, don't overexert yourself. Rest is very important. Okay, rest is very important for strength to be regained. Power and strength and nutrition. I hope I'm giving you the right keywords here for you to understand the flavor of August. August is all about nourish your mind, body, soul, believe in your abilities, go out in the world and go live your dreams. I hope I could sum that up. Don't be fearful of what you cannot do. You can do everything. If you're ready in your mind space, if you're grounded, if you've taken out 10 minutes in the morning to do your chakra meditation, if you've slept on time, you've woken up on time, there is a routine to what's going on, you can go do everything that you set your heart with. Okay, there would be leaders and leaderships positions opening up for you. Leaders will come out and try and help you in different fields. Connect to those, I'm again saying, who are spiritual, who are religious, who have a similar ideological understanding of how you like to look at life, spiritually and health and career. All these aspects, spending time, in fact, you know what, donating money to religious sites, going to pilgrimage and taking out time for prayers is also very important for this pile, because you need to connect to this higher source of yours, right? Yoga, aerobics, any kind of a physical movement that gets your body moving would be wonderful in August for you. I mean, regardless, it's wonderful, but clearly the message for your health and spirituality is to focus and listen to what your body is trying to tell you, okay? With Page of Pentacles and this showing up, any of you who are athletes, or in case you're training for something, there's a clue that you're missing out. If you're on a workout regime, let's say you're trying to lose 10 kgs, you're perhaps trying something which is not working out for your body. You know, sometimes they tell us go on this diet. I've never been to the gym. Yeah, I mean, I'm guilty of the word exercise. I don't think exists in my diary. So yeah, I am extremely guilty of that, except for yoga, I mean, which I'm not consistent with. So moving on, you know, some kind of a diet plan has been prescribed to you, which perhaps you're not seeing effective results. And this month, I want you to take a second opinion, look at what your body is talking to you about and see if it's really working out for you. You know, you've been prescribed something obviously, but perhaps it's not working out that well. If you're not already keeping well with the strength showing up and the solar plexus showing up, guys, I can assure you that if you take the necessary precautions, the strength will be regained. Right? That's what it talks about. The strength is regained if you are taking that balanced diet advised for you. Okay. Moving on to love and relationships for you. Clearly, this month in August, you are more focused, whoever's picked this pile, at work. I mean, there's so many work cards here, and you're very much focused also on your physical, mental, mind, body, spirit, and spirituality. As an overall theme, your relationships will play this out as well, whether it's romantic relationships or platonic relationships or family members. You will see that everybody around you and including yourself, everybody is kind of focused on their own self, because Leo is a very, I'm not trying to call them selfish, which they can be in their lower energy, but they're very self-focused, right? So they want to work on themselves. They want to be the better version of themselves mid-August and after 8th August, okay? So 8th August to let's say like a 22nd, 26th of August, these 3 weeks are wonderful energies. Make the most of it to, you know, if there's a weight goal that you have, work on it. If there is a money goal you have, give it your all. That is the kind of energy that the next 3 weeks will bring for us. So focus and run after it. Love life, I see a very slow moving, and I'm saying a very slow with a very bold and underlined, earth sign coming towards you. Okay, this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because I have two earth cards here, and Hierophant does represent in certain cases marriages as well. So there is somebody who's your permanent partner in the background is slowly moving towards you. But again, when I don't see love, I don't see love. I don't see a lot of love here, because you are out on your journey. You're following your intuition. Some of you might be dating somebody who's younger to you. Okay, or somebody who's younger to you might come up to you with a love proposal. That is definitely happening. You're being asked this month to not take a lot of action when it comes to your relationships. You're being asked to introspect, go follow your heart, discover what's there, what's out there in the world, and spend time in, right now you're in that prep mode. In the prep mode, we don't need to engage with a lot of people. Of course, I'm talking about singles and people who are not already dating someone. If you are dating someone, I don't see any mad upheaval. Just don't let yourself overthink, because your partner might be also in this zone, where they want to focus on themselves, they want to focus on their body, their personal goals, their career, their money, their family. Everybody this month needs to focus on what their life purpose is and not get too engaged, at least for this file, of course. Not get into that mental stuck zone about our partners. The more we can be focused on ourselves, the more you shine, the more you glow up, the more attractive you become to your existing partners. If you are in a relationship with these two coming up, and you're the divine feminine of the relationship, if you are the divine feminine, I'll come to the divine masculine in a minute. If you're the divine feminine, lady, look pretty. I'm going to say that as basic, as simple as that. August, show me how you're a queen. Show me what beauty means to you. Okay? And of course, beauty will mean different things to all of us. But show that to yourself. When you look at the mirror, do you feel great about yourself? Do you love your body? Do you love how you look? If you don't, I don't care what age group you're in, and I don't care what excuse you've sold yourself to believe that you can't be the best version or the best beauty that you think is beautiful. Not what other people think is beautiful. What is beauty to you? That is a very important notion, because the more in tune with your physical attributes you are, the more attractive and loving you seem to the other person. Spirituality will call spade a spade. There are many aspects to human life, and it is ridiculous to believe that living in Kali Yuga, the face doesn't matter, the body doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know why we try and sell ourselves these overly saintly topics. There is a limit to everything. There has to be everything in balance. There has to be everything taken with a certain amount of maturity, emotional intelligence, and everything is about a 360-degree growth. But 360-degree growth also includes your physical attributes, doesn't it? It includes fitness, it includes your beauty, it includes how do you feel about yourself? This month, in your relationships, are you making yourself feel confident in your mind, body, spirit? Are you making your partner feel as if they are the most beautiful person you've ever set your eyes on? If you're the divine masculine, the message is very similar to same. Do you love your body? Are you happy with how you look? Are you somebody who's not loving how their partner is because you don't like how you look yourself? Are we projecting our physical images towards our partners? Our fears, moving to this, our fears to our partners, right? If you do have, and with Scorpio, there can be a lot of paranoia. If you're doubting your partners, if you're, there's a lot of fear projection in relationships that can come out at play, and people can get very obnoxiously selfish and self-absorbed only because we were not in our power. Okay, that is your love message. This month, regardless of your relationship status, if you've picked this file, what makes you feel beautiful? What makes you feel loved? How do you feel strong? And are you projecting that energy of love, of affection, of admiration, of appreciation towards your partner? That is the question to ask yourself and work upon. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, don't forget to subscribe. Every comment makes me feel so happy that we could engage and connect. So I look forward to your lovely comments. Wish you a wonderful August. Don't miss out on the other readings. Subscribe. Take care. Bye-bye. Welcome to those of you who picked this beautiful second pile with the number 1. Okay. And the first things first. If you have a Libra in your life who's important, This reading definitely covers them. If you have a Gemini in your life who's important, this reading covers them. A Leo, a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Virgo. The energy of Libra, and this does not have to be their sun sign. This could be their sun, moon, rising. They might be ruled by Venus. They might be ruled by Mercury. These are the different zodiacs I already see here. Today's reading, we of course have your oracle cards, which we will look into in a minute. Okay, and we will then move towards we'll break this down into, sorry, I lost my train of thoughts. We'll break this down into career, health and spirituality, and then love. Okay, let's start. Because there is such a strong Libra energy with all these three cards showing up, that's the first thing I want to talk about. We are talking about career, money, finances first, and we'll apply it as and when we go. Throughout August is the 8th month of the year, every year. 8th day of the 8th month is called the Lion's Gate portal. Okay, the sun is in Leo. The rising falls under the constellation of Sirius. We will be doing a separate pick a card reading very soon. If you're not following me on Instagram, do make sure that you go and follow Tarot Pal on Instagram, because that's where I make all the announcements and all the rituals as well. So do follow me there, because we're going to do a separate reading which will cover why that date is important, what it's bringing for you, and how it's going to go on. But right now, let me touch upon it a little. If there is a legal dispute that you're fighting in any manner, first things first, that is getting resolved in your favor. That's first. Second, this month will have a flavor of these words, and apply these words to your life and your career, money, finances as they fit. The words are balance, fairness, justice, a certain sense of indecision, but then finally reaching the best decision around it. Trying to see different perspectives of the same story. These themes and these elements will play a crucial role when it comes to your life and when it comes to specifically career, money, finances. That's what we are discussing. There, women in power or women in positions of power or people who have strong divine feminine energy. This could even be masculines who typically tend to have strong feminine energy around them, will be playing an important role in the month of August for you, for sure. Okay, you are being asked as a clear guidance to remain analytical, logical, wise and practical when it comes to your money and career this month. Whoever's picked this pile, and I will cover, it's such a nice symphony that you've gone ahead and picked a pile which actually had orange and yellow on it, which is of course creativity and root chakra, and I'll cover why that is important. But when it comes to your career, money, finances, this is not a month to get emotionally charged and take silly decisions around emotions. Okay, don't snap at your colleagues, don't fight with your boss without having factual information. Is very important for you. Apply it to as it fits your situation. But this is a month wherein make sure you have the facts right, you have evidence for what you're saying, and then go ahead. If your intuition or your analytical thought process makes you reach a conclusion, please trust it. Please don't get emotionally blinded or manipulated by anybody else with any, cock and bull story that they're trying to sell here, right? Because you in this month will get a lot of success through your own wisdom. Excuse my nails. I think they're really bad right now. We'll get to it. 2 jobs. I have a genuinely busy life with you. Hard to imagine, but let's get going. I love what I do is the point. Okay. Queen of Swords always talks about that discernment. There is a strong need for you to have discernment when it comes to your business transactions, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your money. Do not lend money to anybody whom you're not 100% sure will give you the money back. Do not invest money in any kind of a risky endeavor. If all the boxes are not ticking, I'm not saying don't take risks, because we do have the Queen of Wands here. Go charge ahead into a risky project if that risky project is making analytical sense to you and it's a calculated risk. I'm saying this is not a month of banking upon luck. We're not playing on luck, we're playing on data, we're playing on numbers, we're playing on history, we're playing on experiences and what they have taught us. A very strong divine feminine energy is present here. So the women in your life, the mothers, the sisters, the friends, these guys are going to play a strong role. Any of you trying to start a business endeavor in partnership with another woman, go ahead with it. In partnership between 2 or 3 women, go ahead with it. Network with women more this month and you will see the abundance and the success coming your way. Okay, that is the second message I had for you. You might be signing off some sort of a contract, or in case you guys are in sort of an interview process or you're giving some sort of an examination, things will definitely work out in your favor for sure, because with the Lovers and the Justice, this is a Gemini and a perfect Libra combination. In your life, whoever's picked this pile in this month, you will sense a lot of harmony play out. The key message here is balance and harmony. Whatever you're trying to work towards, you will sense that what you're trying to work towards is also trying to work for you. That's how it feels. I hope I'm able to explain this right. It's like there is an effortless symphony and harmony at play when it comes to your collaboration with other people. Be mindful though, while now this has to be understood in the right manner. I'm asking you to be confident. I'm asking you to speak your mind. I'm asking you to be bold, be courageous, be straightforward, be all of that. But at the same time, make sure that while you're being all these energies, you're not coming across as cold or selfish. The only 2 combinations which become scary with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands is this is a very much power duo, right? You might have powerful people in your life whom you're going to collaborate with very soon. Your only caution alert with these 2 here is ensure that you're ready to share your limelight. Ensure that you're also listening to the other person's wisdom. Yes, you're wise. Yes, what you know is the right thing. But collaborations are successful when 2 people are ready to give each other the space that they need. Right? Mental clarity around anything that you've been confused about is definitely coming your way. Abundance and prosperity is on its way. I mean, what wonderful cards with the 10 of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Justice. Guys, there's not a single negative card in your pile. Okay, not a single negative card. If there has been any kind of a delay in paperwork which has been causing I somehow thought of property for some reason. So some of you might be going through certain kind of a property delay or a change of residence delay. Those things will start moving, but they might be moving not as fast as you had hoped them for with the Knight of Pentacles there. The Knight of Pentacles is a cautious guy. You see, all these cards have an energy of caution, stability, but then charging ahead with absolute confidence. That is the summary of this reading for you. Things are coming. What you're being advised to is to be authentic, be real, learn from your experiences, but then have the patience to wait for the other person to speak, to wait for the other person to share their experience, to also attentively listen and have that gratitude when things start working for you. A brilliant time for all of you to do something with your family which affects your career. Maybe plan a family day at work. Depending on, some of us are work from home, some of us are not. Do something creative and out of the box with your family for your career, money and finances. It will work out wonderfully well. Okay, leadership positions might open up for you. Show up, own it, take it, because you're ready. You are ready. I think this pile suffers with self-doubt sometimes, and this month with the Lion's Gate opening, it's a very strong energy of the Leo here as well. Show up, shine, because people will love who you are. People are admiring your energy and you will attract a lot of opportunities if you are balanced, grounded, and you can speak what you want to say, but not by coming across as rude or aggressive, but rather as assertive, confident and bold. I hope I was able to explain that very clearly. Moving on to the health and finances of yours. To the health and spirituality. Guys, every card here is positive. So I really don't see anything crazy negative, except one thing. Whenever the Queen of Swords shows up, there is a spiritual need for us to check. Are we getting cold and are we getting bitter because of the past bad experiences that we've had? Queen of Swords has a tendency to get isolated and she can get bitter because she has massive trust issues. You are protected. The universe is working for you. Everything will work out for you. And there are many trustworthy people. These are the kind of affirmations and mindset that you need to get into. Because the Queen of Wands is an energy which attracts people. But that attractive energy which also exists in her can sometimes get into a buzzkill, if you're getting the moment, if she comes across as cold, detached or rude. Okay? The people who are coming towards you, everybody who's picked this pile, are good people. I want you to understand that anybody who comes towards you, new people, I'm not talking about the past people, we are not taking guarantee of past people, you will know what you've seen. Anybody new who shows up in your life in the month of August, in any aspect of life, could be a work colleague, could be a new boss, could be a new lover, trust the universe, trust yourself, trust your sacral chakra and your root chakra. This is where it circles back to. This pile needs to do root chakra healing and sacral chakra healing. There might have been bad sexual experiences in your life or betrayals in your life which have got you to this energy. There might be certain physical attributes that you're not feeling very confident around, and your health and spirituality is asking you to get that mental breakthrough, and that breakthrough is coming for you very quickly, very fast, with these choices and options coming up is here. You might get multiple options for a spiritual retreat. If you can plan something like that, nothing like it, maybe with family, maybe solo, but there is an energy here to trust yourself and trust the universe. The spiritual message that you need for this month is, can you have more faith that you deserve this? And it's coming for you, and it's not going to take you difficulties. Sometimes because we've had bad experiences, and the Queen of Swords has had bad experiences. She's had loss, she's seen pain, and she didn't become the queen easy. But now that she's the queen, now that justice has been done, she can shine, right? She doesn't have to be so grim. She can shine. Are you really celebrating every minute of your life, whatever you have right now? Because when we celebrate what we have, better things come. I want to get into your oracle cards now before we move ahead. Okay, wow, this must be looking like a mess. Let me set this up first. Guys, music is another message that I want to give you. We'll get to love, because honestly this pile has more love than anything else. Okay, I'm saving the love read for the ending. Do let me know in comments below if some of you would like a separate reading for August for love only, like a love reading for August. We can definitely do that. Let me just set the piles out so that we are able to see everything. Perfect. Music and healing music. Affirmations are your important. Notice messages that appears as sounds and music from external and internal sources. Some of you may be clairaudient or clairsentient, and those qualities are developing in you. Okay, you have to spend time in meditation to allow this third eye and crown chakra to open, to connect you to your higher source. You're going to receive a lot of messages. In case some of you are waiting for an ex to text you, to call you, if you're manifesting an ex back, in the simple sentence to say it, I think you will see some signs, if not the person showing up clearly for you. Some of you will also come into union, of course, with the twin flame card showing up. It's a very black and white read that way. If you've not met your twin flame yet, they're perhaps going to make their entry with the lovers here as well. That's somebody coming towards you. But again, remember, it's the Knight of Pentacles. It's not the Knight of Wands who's fast and charging. He will come in slow. He will analyze everything. He will make sure that he's seen the arena that he has to battle in, and then he takes a step. There might be a very strong introvert-extrovert combination. I've obviously moved towards the love side of the story now. There's an introvert-extrovert combination at play for this pile, okay? Which means one of you are perhaps more loud, larger than life, confident and bold. The other one is also confident, but this is more subtle. This is more grounded, right? This is more softer and more introvertish, if that's making sense. Every day, if you're not already spending 10 minutes praying, then please make sure that in August, whichever divinity, whichever line of spirituality, religion you believe in, are you making time for God? Because the more you can make time for God, you will personally receive messages from spirit guides. Okay, you don't need tarot readings. If you're doing your own meditations, if you're grounded, if you're centered, your spirit will speak to you. You come to tarot readings and these general readings to kind of get the guidance. What are the hints and where am I supposed to focus? The work has to be done by you, right? The action has to be taken by you. Anybody who's in a separation, again, obviously with the lovers and the twin flame, this person would be showing up, at least giving you signs that they're coming through. At least they're reaching a clarity. Some of you are in a relationship where the divine masculine perhaps hasn't woken up to this fact, and it often happens in twin flame relationships, that one person would perhaps know it sooner than the other, that this is it, and maybe the divine masculine or the divine feminine, this can play out both ways because she's after all in the Queen of Swords energy. Maybe both of you are gradually coming into that mental clarity that this is over and beyond usual relationships. And please note, guys, I say this in every video because I'm very careful of how internet is making twin flames sound as if each of us are going to meet a twin flame and marry this perfect match. And in that need, we are selling and promoting toxic relationships that we shouldn't be in. One simple metric I repeatedly talk about: if you are in a twin flame relationship, yes, there is a chase and there is a push and a pull, and yes, there are triggers, but your twin flame will never make you feel less worthy. Your twin flame will not have an energy of deceit. And deceit and malice is very different from lies, guys. People do lie to each other because they felt, because there were vulnerability issues, because there were insecurities. There's a difference in lying versus deceit, right? If you feel like you are not worthy of this other person's love, that cannot be your twin flame. Because your twin flame comes into your life to give you that trigger that you are this, you can be this, so now go be that. Twin flames are they can only show up and we can only be in union with them, hence when we are at our absolute power, because the whole purpose of having a twin flame is to ignite that life purpose in you, and that is not through a negative mechanism of making you feel shitty. Okay, every relationship has problems, twin flames has problems too, but twin flames will not make you feel like you're not good enough for your other partner. You'll always know that this is it, I'm good enough for him or her, and we are made for each other, he treats me right. There might be 10 other external problems, there might be communication gaps, these are all probabilities of a twin flame relationship, but there is no disrespect. I hope I'm able to explain that right. So do not confuse toxic sexual attraction with twin flame relationships. That is not twin flame. Not all of us are going to meet, not all of us are going to marry our twin flames. Okay, moving on. Obviously, if you are in a stable relationship and there is no problem, there is a commitment coming. Some of you are waiting for some sort of a commitment or a sign off, and you will see that commitment happen within August or maximum by October. Whenever the cards show up, the energy is fluid, guys. So with the 8-8 portal opening, with these card readings we're doing in July when I'm making this video, whenever you come across this in August, this energy will play out gradually, because look at this, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. None of this is fast, but this is very sure. This is very affirmed. When it happens for sure. But it's not something that's going to happen overnight. Okay? People in relationships, a wonderful time in August to gas up your partner. What do I mean by that? Are you being appreciative enough? It's the Leo season. Are you dressing up for your partner? Are you taking them out on a date night? Do you really appreciate who they are? Do you tell them why you love them? We always expect to be loved, but are we ready to give that love out to the universe unconditionally, generously? The Lion is a generous energy. So instead of asking for attention, instead of asking for love, if you are in a relationship, give it out. Be love. Look sexy. Feel sexy. Because the more in power you are in, the more attractive you are to your partner. A wonderful energy, especially for love life. I see great things happening. Make sure you're not letting the Queen of Swords energy spoil it out for you. Okay, because the Queen of Swords can become very cold and bitter, and then the Queen of Wands wants all the attention to herself. Then you're going to miss out on this wonderful energy. If you're somebody who's going through a difficult time in your relationships, write a letter to the higher self of your partner. Okay, what would you say to the higher self of your partner? Say that and make it more appreciative than blaming and cursing. It's not like he doesn't listen to me, she doesn't listen to this, she's like this, he's like that. We don't complain to the higher self of ourselves, right? We say nicer things. What do we want? Write a letter of manifestation to the higher self of your divine counterpart. If you're single, if you have nobody in your life at all, someone is coming for sure. I have, like I said, all the earth signs and all the air signs in this reading. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, those energies are clearly present. We have the Leo energy showing up clearly with the Queen of Wands. If I did not say your zodiac, does not mean the reading is not for you. I just specified the energies which are strongly present here. And in the month of August, you are going to engage with people and you're going to be personally in that energy. With the win-win outcome coming out here, any kind of a dispute. Now, do you see that's 2 Libra energy? Oh my God, this... You know, if you are a Libra, if you have some strong Libra placements, like I do, I picked this pile as well, and I love that I picked it. There is a win-win outcome, guys. Maybe both of you will win. And I know to many of you it sounds very funny, but if you have the Libra placements, you know what I mean. There's always a middle way. There's always a middle ground. That's what the Queen of Swords energy also talks about. Can you listen to each other and come to this middle ground? There's a very complementary energy about this pile, whether it's with your love or your platonic relationships. You can come into union and partnership. You can come into a win-win situation, right? If you're ready to listen. Listen and be open. If this reading helped you, do not forget to subscribe. It means the world to me. Wish you a wonderful August. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to those of you who picked this beautiful painting. It's a handmade oracle card. Creative Cactus is the name of the Instagram account, which you should go follow if you loved this. Okay. Moving on, what are we talking about? Oh my God, out of 6 tarot, of course we'll get into oracles in a bit. Out of 6 tarot, we have 3 major arcana, right? A huge month for all of us. Not just for you. Why? Because August embodies the energy of the Lion's Gate. It's the 8th month of the year. The 8th day of the 8th month is number 88. It's a very strong numerological number. It's an angel number of abundance, prosperity, karma, and honestly great things coming your way. Now, what is your message first about tarot? The first message I very clearly have with the 4 of Swords showing up after the, followed by the 2 of Pentacles. We are confused and we are in analysis paralysis. There is a kahawat in Hindi, dimag ki dhahi, right? If you're an Indian, you know what it means. You're so much in your head that you can't live life. You're not taking this journey, this leap of faith ahead. You're not taking any action and you're in a stuck zone because you're trying to make list after list after list of the pros and the cons of a situation. You've thought of every possible scenario of how this can play out and you're juggling those scenarios in your mind and you're stopping the destiny to unfold. Your message for August is leap ahead without knowing what's coming, because what's coming is destiny unfolding. Many of you may be artists or have artistic tendencies in you. You may not be in jobs, of course, that demand what am I trying to say? There's all kinds of jobs and every kind of job has a space for creativity, for innovation, to think out of the box. The first message for your career, money, finances, can you think out of the box? Do the same job that you've been doing, do the same role that you've been doing and add a zing of fun into it. Okay, the zodiacs here very clearly present. Sagittarius, Temperance and Fool both for me mean Sagittarius. Okay, now what am I saying when I say that Sagittarius? I'll get to the others. There's Aquarius, there's Libra, Gemini as well. With the Sagittarius energy so strong here, I want you to trust in the divine. The Temperance and the Star both talk about a scenario wherein we've seen so much bad in life, right? That we've lost our balance and now we are scared. We are thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking of what is going to happen, what should be my next step. So we're not taking into that leap into the unknown because our past has scared us. We're not ready for the future. We're not in balance and in alignment between our divine masculine and our divine feminine energies which exist within us, and hence then that analysis paralysis, we're not allowing universe to surprise us. For your career, money, finances, if there is a creative endeavor that you're working towards or you're hopeful that you will get to, please get to it. You might be juggling more than one kind of a role and it's working wonderfully for you. Do not quit it even if you don't see immediate results showing up. The results will come. Have patience. Temperance always talks about patience and stillness. I'm sorry guys, I think your reading, the lighting looks funnier to me than the other two. And I don't want to pause the video in between, so I hope you're able to see the cards, right? Let's look at your oracle before we proceed. A climax approaches. Wow. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Did you see we have the past life issue? I can sense that here. Something's happened in your past and it scared you so much that you're not ready to move ahead. You're like frozen in time and you're scared. Okay, and a climax will happen which will bring you that new beginning. Okay, destiny will step in. There is no tower card here, but I have a very strong tower energy that I feel. If you're not taking, there's this phrase, you either let go or get dragged, right? So you have to take this leap of faith voluntarily, or anyway the universe will step in and there would be a unseen climax. Okay, in case you guys are not taking care of your health, a very clear and strong message. Please make sure that if there's something in your diet is not serving you well, this could be alcohol, this could be substance abuse, this could be too much junk food, this could be anything that you're perhaps allergic to and you're not yet identified that you're allergic to it. Please make sure that you're taking care of your health and your allergies very carefully in the month of August, okay? Creativity is a very strong message for this pile, and so is sacral chakra healing with womb healing. There is a YouTube channel, I think I've referred to her in the past as well. I keep forgetting her last name. Her first name is Sandra. So if you write Sandra womb clearing meditation, you will find many videos. She's done a phenomenal job when it comes to healing people through sexual trauma or any kind of a sexual abuse that somebody has gone through, and you perhaps failed sexual relationships, anything like that. You should listen to her meditations. They are wonderful. I will try to link her page down below in the description box below. But you guys need sacral and root chakra clearing, because something from your past life is playing out in the loop, more in your mind actually rather than even your life. Right? Something that, let's say, if I'm able to explain this right, through lifetimes after lifetimes, okay, you've assumed the worst case scenario of something. You've had a certain kind of anxiety over and over and over again. Sorry, shook the camera, right? And that climax is approaching. You're looking for some kind of an answer for quite a few years, I feel. August will bring you that answer. Okay? Any of you who has been in any kind of a legal dispute, right? I think that's also getting resolved, and 80% getting resolved in your favor. Okay, what you need to do is do positive thinking. Okay, in case you guys are not doing automatic writing, I feel called to tell you this. In August, try automatic writing. Basically, pick up a piece of paper and pen. Whatever words, whatever sentences keep coming into your mind, twice a day, do this for 5 minutes. In 7 days, go back and see what all have you written, what words. You'll see some words are repeat. That is trying to tell you something. What is it? Why are you repeatedly thinking about this word? What is it trying to tell you? Introspect, right? Your answers will come from you. If you're facing any kind of a health issue existing and you're trying to heal out of it, you are, number one, the assurance is you're going to get healed. Again, visualize success. You're getting into a negative thinking loop and you're being cautioned that what you think is what happens, right? So take this reading as, if you think good thoughts, great things will happen. With the sacral chakra and the Ace of Cups, a very clear message is, guys, make time for your creative endeavors. You don't have to be in a job which demands creativity, but all of us need space for our hobbies, for us to make space for things we love to do, for our inner child. Okay, go out on an adventure, go on a walk. If you guys can perhaps travel, or if you already have travel plans, that's definitely going to work out, and I strongly recommend you to travel if you can, depending upon where are you based and how's the pandemic situation there, right? The other clear message here is, guys, if you can perhaps get into yoga, nothing like it. It will tremendously benefit you in the month of August. Okay, yoga, past life regression, hypnotherapy, these things will be wonderful for you, because there's something under the covers which is subconsciously eating you out. Okay, we need to look at that, we need to face it, and we need to let the demon free, because I feel it's more in the mind than it's actually external. Okay, so the moment you uncover what that thing is, things will automatically start getting smoother. For your love life, if you're single and you're looking for someone, that person's coming. Strong Aquarius energy here. Okay, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra is very strongly present. Sagittarius is strongly present. I think that's it. Yeah, because there is of course 2 fire cards. Leo and Aries is another one we can take. We have Aries here as well. Okay, in love, I think some of you need to make a vision board and write it out. What are you trying to manifest? I think you need clarity when it comes to, again, see, there's too many lists, but there is hardly any clarity, right? You need to make a vision board and ask yourself, what do you want? Somebody from the past may return. Should you give them a chance or not? Depends on how affirmed are you feeling in their apology. I think they will give you an apology. Are you really internally feeling that they mean it? If they really mean it, if you feel it, that they mean it, go ahead with it. But I think most of you will sense a certain amount of dishonesty in the apology itself, and you will retract. Okay, that is another message for you guys. There's a life purpose which will unfold. This is a very clear message for someone here. A life purpose is unfolding, guys. Okay, and a chapter will get over and a life purpose will unfold, which is why you've come into this life and you've been working on this project, on this purpose for years and generations and lifetimes after lifetimes, and you're slowly and gradually going to see that success unfold for you. Okay, it's a gradual movement, but it is definitely coming. Okay, if in case you guys are students who are trying to apply for jobs, make sure you're not only stuck at XYZ kind of jobs that you want. The market globally demands for agility and flexibility. That is a very clear message for this pile. Are you ready to let universe surprise you? You know, that is a message here. Yes, of course, you have plans for your life and you want to live it in an X way and a Y way, and I appreciate that, and universe considers that. But have you considered that maybe there are better things which you might not be aware about, but in your fear and in your analysis paralysis, time is flying by because you're not letting universe surprise you. Let go of your script, visualize the final outcome. Many times with law of attraction, people make this mistake. They are talking about the thing that they want. They're not talking about how do they want to feel. If you want a lover, there's a particular feeling, right, that you feel when you are in love with that person. Talk about that feeling, amplify that feeling, say that you want, and then leave the how to the universe. If that how has to come from that person, it will come from that person. If that how has to come from someone else, then it will come from someone else. What do you need? In Hindi there's this muhavara, I don't know if there's an English translation of that. Aam khao na, gutli kyun ginni hai? Right? So you need happiness, you need money, you need prosperity. Talk about how are you feeling, what are you going to buy with the money that you get, why do you want what you're going to buy, how are you feeling when you have it. Talk about those things to yourself. Okay, before you go to bed, this pile needs to make sure that you're doing some gratitude journaling as well. Okay, write down even the most basic things that seem ridiculous to you. In the month of August, the more you can amplify the blessings that you already have received, more blessings are coming towards you. A certain amount of healing is at play. If you have